No, I agree. I completely agree. And if it was a thing where I wouldn't even bring it up, but if it was a thing where you meant to do that, like you did whatever, and you slam them, it's 9, you jump in the ring, and that was meant to, I wouldn't even have offered it. That's a funny glitch in this game where when you see where the wrestler's standing in the ring, like on the outside of it, if he wasn't there and he tried to throw him into the ring, he would go in. The computer doesn't recognize the guy that's standing there, but it won't let him go in. So that's the only reason I brought it up. But I agree. So congratulations to the Horsemen. They retained the titles, and I'm pretty sure that is true. That is a true thing. It does make that into a story, believe you me, because there will be a rematch. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. And it all fits pretty good into how the story's going right now. Oh, yeah, either way that would have went. Either way that goes, like the belts say TSW. Both teams TSW, too. But the belts stay with the Horsemen. This is a pretty cool arena. Like, I am not a... You know, guys, I'm a huge fan of the NWO. I'm not a fan of this NWO. But it's a pretty cool arena for the NWO.
From St. Louis, Missouri, the anarchist, Z. Davis.
Zoey Davis making her way down the ring. Now, Cecil Davis is her dad, technically, who was wrestling in the last match, who is our current TSW Hardcore Champion, just so you guys know how people make it in the game. Yeah, and that is true. And that's what I was saying during the match. Horsemen don't care. You know, some people may be like, oh, I want to win the right way. Horsemen just want to win at any cost.
And introducing the challenger from Leeds, England, the Prodigy, Jessica.
The Prodigy, Jessica, Jane's daughter, making her way down to the ring and I think getting one of her real first title shots. I mean, strong title shots, not like the Survival, not a special title shot, but one of the solid, real foundational title shots that we have. So it's right. I get what you're saying. I think there is. But I like the Horsemen because they think there isn't. And I love the NWO because they also think there isn't. But in real life, I think there is. Like, I go against the two things that I really, really love. I love the Horsemen. I love the New World Order because of their attitude and how they do things when they were pure. When the Horsemen are pure, and they were mainly pure the whole time, right? What an entrance that is. That's a lot of pyrotechnics. And when the NWO is pure, when it was the Wolf Pack, when it was the early days of the New World Order, you know, when it was the top guys. It should always be the top guys. The New World Order should always... There shouldn't have been like a B team and a whatever else and a... You know, where you had all those guys. I didn't like it. I didn't like that at all. That's when I stopped. That's when I started not liking it. And then they brought out the Wolfpack to fight the whoever's. I know all the wrestlers, but still, I don't think most people even knew who was in the New World Order.
And introducing the challenger from Austin, Texas, the Rebel M. Watson.
Now, I'll tell you one of the surprising things. In almost every other universe that I have, Misti Watson is one of the top women's wrestlers. For some reason, though, so far in TSW, she has not done that. Matter of fact, Ozzy does what Misti does in every other universe that I've ever had. And you would think that it would be size, or Father Time. Father Time's another good example. You think it would be size, or it would be ratings, or it would be something. It is not. It is very hard to explain, at least in this game. And I don't know if it'll be the same in 22. But rating, yeah, it plays a role, right? Size plays a role. Movesets play a role. But somehow you find this perfect blend of things.
And introducing
like Father Time.
From Toronto, Ontario,
Phoenix.
Canada,
Phoenix is
she
the other one.
The women's television champion. The phenomenal one, Fenwick.
Phoenix in two other universes that I have can't be beat. She hasn't quite had that same success in TSW yet. But she is the only three-time champion. She has won the television title 3 times. So we will see that, and that's kind of what I love about this game. There's no way you can't predict who's going to win this or not going to win this. Or we all have the people we root for, and we hope. Oh, I hope they win. I hope these guys win. I hope all those guys win, or I hope all these girls win. But we don't know, and I love it. So this should be a really good match. This is an elimination match. So 3 people are going to have to get beat for this to happen. And there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going on right now. And I'm constantly tweaking it too. If somebody's got too much of a losing streak, I try to tweak a couple things about it. Not a bunch of stuff, because I don't even know, like, if it ever works or if it doesn't work. You know what I mean? But wrestlers evolve, their outfits evolve, everything evolves. That's what I try to keep it. I try to keep it fresh. Try to keep everybody evolving. And here's the backwards thing of all of this. I started with 2K20. If you ever get a chance to buy that, don't. It is the most broken thing on the planet. It is the worst broken mess ever. Graphics are amazing if you can get it to work, right? So then, so I spent $100 on that. So I spent $100 on that. And less than 2 weeks later, I end up spending $100 on 2K19. There are things that I love about 2K20. I think those things will come back to 2K22, which will be nice. But even the people that watched on my channel, watched my first 3 episodes, which was 2K20, when they saw this version of the wrestling, like graphics and everything, they said that this was way more immersive. I agree. But there are things and are limiting factors that I can't do in this game that you can't do in 2K20 if it doesn't crash, and it always crashes. That's why I gave up. I was so pissed off. So I spent $100 on this game. Probably over $100. Probably about $130. It's been about 120 on the other game, about 130 on this game in a 2-week time period. I just spent about 130 on the new one that's coming out. But I say all that, though, to say this. I really hope that 2K22, if anything else, They haven't said a lot about the creation suites and about the whatever. I just hope that it allows me to bring you guys a better product. That's what I hope. 1, 2. So, above all else, that's the one thing that I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. On the day, though, that it comes out, oh, big backbreaker by Misti. Phoenix now delivering a series of forearms, whips her into the corner, elbow off the rope, and kind of a spear-like maneuver. Choke slam, Zoey off the top rope on Misti, and I've got a funny feeling that while we've been talking, a great match has been going on and things have been happening. But kind of the cool thing that I didn't realize, I didn't think about this, you can only do 7 matches, 6 to 7 matches in 2K19. You can do 9 matches in 2K22. Or in 2K20, and so I hope that continues in 2K22 is what I'm saying. There are some things that I hope happen on the day it releases, not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. I will be on all day long doing nothing but creating. Probably not on the TSW channel, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel, and you want to see that, you may want to go subscribe to on the channel so that we can do that. You guys can help me out too. 2 count by Jessica on Phoenix. Zoey rolls up Misti. But Misti kicks out, so does Phoenix. Phoenix, the current television champion, whipped into the corner, and you know the folk. Oh, here Phoenix goes. That is her finishing move. There it is. Phoenix rising on Jessica, rolls her up. 1, 2, 3. You don't get that one too often. Misti rolling up Zoey. 1, 2, and Zoey kicks out in 2. What is Phoenix doing? Don't know, but Misti fights out of it. Whips Phoenix. Zoey grabs her, though. Toe grab, and I'm going to tell you, Zoey and Misti have been on the outside of that ring for a very long time. Yeah, I know. I'm like, what is going on with that? Misti going for the tag. Powerbomb 1, 2. And Phoenix kicks out. Misti holds on. We have seen this happen before. That high up Boston Crab. But Phoenix fights out of it. Zoey waiting on Phoenix, so rolls her up. 1, 2, 3. And now, no matter what happens, we are going to have a new champion, and the New World Order might gain a title belt. We need Misti to come through for us right now and win this title since Phoenix is out. But Zoey kind of sensing that the New World Order can take almost total control of the women's division. Looks like she is kicking it into another gear. And that's what we need Misti to do right now. Kick it into another gear. Misti gives her the old flippity-doo-dah. And Zoey ducks it, knocks Misti down to the floor. Misti, though, gets up. And waiting on her, throws her into the thing. Zoey sees it coming, though. and Rot Row Shaggy. Zoey now setting up. So not as bad as it could have been, but that apparently was a special move too. That was a weird hurricane run on the outside of the ring. And that wasn't exactly her finishing move, so I don't know what that was all about. Oh, like I'm telling you right now, I got bad knees. You kicked me in the knee like that. I'd have to make sure I was wearing a knee brace if I knew that was the kind of maneuvers you were doing. Misti now looking like she's getting control of this match. Jumps. Oh, big elbow right into the back of Zoey. And now Misti looks like she could be firmly in control, and a huge slam down onto the ground. Looks like she spit on her hand. I thought she was going to, put a little... Oh, and she does put some sink on it. Rolls her up. 1, 2, 3, and TSW at least retains control of the television championship.
Here is your winner and new women's television champion, the Rebel M. Watson.
Yeah, if it couldn't be Phoenix, at least TSW maintains control of the television title. And little sneak peek preview, I am hoping, right now you can only assign 7 titles to a show, but you have to have some overlap to make them all come together, right? Which means you can only have so many titles. But in 2K20, you can have 7. In this one, you can have 6. The next one, you can have 7. I'm really hoping for 8. And if we can get some more titles, the men are also going to I'm going to bring back the television championship for the guys.